How's it going, everybody? Doing a drinking tea and eating a few holes here today. I'm just gonna probably put hard candy in the description of the video, the title. I could just say eating holes, I guess. Not actual holes. I got a couple of these here. I'm waiting for this tea to cool down a little bit. Main reason I'm doing this video is I don't feel great. I got a sore throat. I'm stuffed up. Coughing up some phlegm. On the times I do cough, I'm not coughing a ton. But I've been drinking some tea with honey. This is my Pirate Flags of the Seven Seas mug that I had gotten at the Salem, Massachusetts Pirate Museum. That was back in 2014. So this mug is over 9 years old now. I don't think I've ever done a drinking tea video. It's possible I have, but I do not think so. Taking a little bit of a page out of ASMR with Beck's channel. She's done quite a few drinking tea and eating videos, rambles, like together. But I do like tea. I don't drink it often. Outside of me being sick, and occasionally I'll just be like, "Fuck it, I want some." What do we got on here? Edward England, John Quelch, Thomas Tew, Christopher Moody, Richard Worley, Walter Kennedy, Christopher Condon. Is he the one that they use in... Here comes the cat. Is he the one that they use in Uncharted? Whoa, sorry about that. I think he's the one they use in Uncharted 4, right? They're trying to find the pirate thing, or he's one of them, I think. I don't know. And Blackbeard's on here, Edward Teach. Steve Bonnet. My fiance has a lot of mugs. I think I have one other one floating around in the mug shelf. But yeah, it's funny. I go to sleep, then I wake up feeling like shit because I'm not fighting. I mean, you're resting, you're fighting it, but I'm not drinking tea. I'm not drinking water. I'm not, taking Tylenol or whatever. And it gets worse when you wake up in the morning. It hurts. It's like, oh god. Like now it's sore, but when I'm taking all these, using all these weapons against it, it works. It feels better, but I'm still. I mean, you probably hear it. If I was doing, like if I go to soft spoken, like I know my voice is naturally kind of raspy and deep, but it's that you can hear it in my voice, so it doesn't come up really when you're whispers. So there's a positive. I've been playing a lot of Tecmo Super Bowl that I got the other day. I'm playing through a season. I think I'm 7 or 8 games in with. I'm using the Oilers, so I've got 37 TDs, 2 picks. I think it's 7 games I've played. I'm getting as many. I think Curtis Duncan's the one who has the most touchdowns receiving, and Hayward Jeffries. I think they're 1 and 2 in the league in TDs. And then Webster Slaughter and Ernest Givens have some as well. And Lorenzo White is running the ball decent, but he's not quick. They have a pretty good team. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm actually gonna want to play through with either a mediocre or worse team to see if it's tough, because you just start blowing teams out. Like, occasionally you get a tight half and then you just start blowing it open, because the AI just does bizarre stuff sometimes with their play calls and stuff. A lot of times the teams will stay in it because all of a sudden you start. I fumbled like 3 or 4 times in a row. I fumbled a punt return, a reception, and then the following kick return after it. No, it was a reception. Then I stopped them. Then it was a punt return, and they scored on the punt return because they picked up the fumble. And then the following kickoff, I fumbled as well. Great classic game, though. It really is fun. It'll bring back a lot of memories, and it's still fun to play. I did simulate a season as well, and the Eagles actually could beat the Steelers. No. Yes, I think the Eagles. It was the Eagles and the Steelers. I'm pretty sure the Eagles won. A little surprised by that, actually. 1 second. I'm trying to. This mute button doesn't work, bro. There we go. It took a few times. Yeah, I've been playing that. I might, because I have the red rod hooked up in the bedroom, because I've been just hanging out in here pretty much. I was gonna the PS5. I was like, you know what? I don't want to focus on any games that are like too involved at the moment. And Final Fantasy's coming tomorrow, so these are simpler games. These older games. It looks better on this TV because it has a composite port or input. It's not running through the other TV in there. I have to run an adapter with the HDMI to then run it through the thing that has the composite input. And it doesn't look as good, I think, because it's straight into the TV. It looks better on this TV in here. I gotta get a hold of an old SD TV from back in the day. I know my aunt has one in Florida. I might ask to take it. I might just be like, listen, I'll put a 20-inch HD TV in here because I want a TV that this stuff looks better on. And to also use the NES Zapper. Oh, man. It's raining all day today, so... Oh, we watched something the other night. It was called No Way Up. This movie, there's a plane. These people are on the plane, and the plane crashes into the water, and they're stuck in like an air pocket on the plane, and it's like hanging off this kind of like cliff type thing. And sharks appear, of course, and it's a little stupid because sharks are getting like super up close they're coming up as far as possible in the tight aisles of a plane. I'm like, dude, and I really had to ask. It could be a stupid question. I didn't look it up. I'm like, I'm pretty sure sharks can't swim backwards. Like, what are they doing coming up and then they're like shimmying back out? Like, it was okay for what it was. Standard B movie. It's something you would have seen on Sci-Fi back like 15 years ago. With ice spiders and Yeti. And all the other Armageddon ones. Ice Spiders was a classic, though. And there was Sea Beast with Goran Nemec from Parker Lewis Can't Lose. A pretty fun show. I mean, I only had 2 or 3 years seasons back in the day, early '90s, maybe late '80s, early '90s. But I might bring a couple other games in here to just throw in there. Maybe like a UN Squadron, Area 88, or Final Fight 2, maybe. And maybe an NES game or something, who knows. I am excited about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, though. That's gonna be a good time. It's getting great reviews. I mean, I would have expected it to get good reviews, but they did a great job with the remake and the first part, and now the second part. You know, it's like Capcom doing the remakes of like Resident Evil 2, 3, 4. Not as much 4, even though 4 is a great remake, because that's coming from PS2, you know, a GameCube era. While, you know, Resident Evil 2 and 3 was coming from the, you know, N64, Resident Evil 2, but the first Resident Evil was only on, Resident Evil 2 was only on, and they put it on the GameCube, but it was still just a port, I think, of the PlayStation game. Dreamcast as well. Actually, Dreamcast got 3, and then Code Veronica at the time was exclusive. And then Code Veronica X came out. I don't know why they don't remake that one. It's an awesome Resident Evil game. I think it kind of gets overlooked, even though it reviewed well and people like it. It's a classic game. But those remakes are fantastic. I mean, 3 is not nearly as good as 2, but I still think 3 is good. I think they were just going with like an action movie style remake. 4 is awesome too. But I think 2 is the best of the 3 of them. Even though I probably like 4 as a game more, I think 2 is the best. 2 is awesome though. The 2 remake's awesome. Alright, let me throw this last one in here. I don't want to waste all these. A worse team, because Houston is good in that game because they have the passing attack and the running back's decent and the defense is okay as well. I'd say even Denver maybe. It is the '93 season, and Denver did make the playoffs that year. Lost to the Raiders. Because I want to see if the competition stuff, because I even played the Bills, who are like a top 3 team in that game, and I beat them like 60-something to 14. The Niners are incredible. Dallas, obviously. Washington is still decent. Like I said, Denver and KC. The Dolphins are alright. Obviously, Houston. Who else? Eagles are okay. The Lions are actually pretty good as well, because they have Barry Sanders and I think they actually won the division that year, but they lost in the wild card round. Because they have Rodney Peete, they have, see, Barry Sanders, got Herman Moore, I think Willie Green. They have an okay defense as well. I think they have Chris Spielman, is that the guy they have? Maybe even like I'd say maybe the Falcons. Even though the Falcons didn't have a great year that year, they have Dion returning kicks, and on defense you have a decent passing attack, because they do have I think it's Michael Haynes, Andre Rison, and Mike Pritchard. this up here. But yeah, that's just a